The movie begins in a quiet neighborhood where a young girl named Anna is playing her cello in her bedroom. Her stepfather, who was an abusive man, was holding a bottle of drink as he entered the room and interrupted her. He snatches the cello from her and attempts to force himself on her. But this time, Anna resists his advances and pushes him away with both legs. He stumbles and ends up hitting a flower vase with his neck and starts bleeding heavily. He eventually dies on the floor with Anna watching him in shock. Moments later, the police arrive and take her into custody. At the police station, she is profiled, and soon she is arraigned for trial. Despite pleading innocent, the judge sentenced her to a juvenile correctional facility for 4 to 9 years. So she boards a bus with other young offenders and heads to the facility where they are greeted by cheerful sounds of the inmates, happy to see the new arrivals. As soon as they arrive, the guards instruct them to change into the facility's uniform, marking the beginning of their time there. Soon the new prisoners gather in a room where the warden, Frank, introduces himself and lays down the facility's rules. Anna is taken to her cell, where she meets Jeanie, her quiet and reserved cellmate, who has been in the facility for about 5 years. That night, after lights out, Anna quickly falls asleep. However, Jeanie stays awake, watching her in silence. Jeanie appears to be pleasuring herself, but when Anna wakes and notices the noises, Jeanie hurriedly pretends to be asleep, and Anna continues her rest. The next day, the inmates head outside for recreation. As Anna was feeling uneasy about joining others, she stayed on her own, away from the others. However, one of the inmates named Cody approaches her and tries to befriend her. She tells her about the need to join a group for protection in the harsh prison environment. Anna tells her that she prefers to be alone and declines Cody's offer. Later, during mealtime, Cody and her group approach Anna again, warning her about another inmate who supposedly has ill intentions towards her. Anna once more ignores Cody's warning and walks away, but Cody pushes her from behind as she ends up throwing her meal on the floor, and the gang laughed at her. That evening, as Anna cleans the floor, Cody and her friends corner her in a dark room. They accuse her of disrespecting them and proceed to beat her. Cody, acting as the group's leader, intimidates Anna and threatens her about reporting the assault. Before leaving, Cody further humiliates Anna by kissing her. Shaken by the encounter and also injured, Anna receives treatment in the infirmary but avoids revealing the identities of her attackers, as she fears the repercussions. The attending nurse suggests she speak to Warden Frank about her struggles. So Anna takes the advice and visits Frank's office, hoping for protection. However, Frank exploits the situation, using his authority to make advances on her. Uncomfortable and distressed by how the events are playing out, Anna rejects his advances and returns to her cell in tears. Jeanie notices her state and asks if Frank had touched her. This made the frustrated Anna call everyone in the prison a pervert. However, Jeanie tries to console her, and she explains the situation in the facility. In the end, she compliments her beauty, and ultimately they made out, although Anna was initially hesitant. The next day, during their time outdoors, a black inmate who had been watching Anna throws a ball at her head in an attempt to intimidate her. Although the girl walks away, Anna feels a surge of anger, so she rushes to meet Cody and her gang, demanding to join their group. A member of the group intercepted her, and a fight broke out. However, the altercation is broken up by a guard, but it establishes Anna's determination to stand up for herself. Later on, Cody decides to give Anna a chance, and she explains that if Anna wants respect or protection, she needs to prove herself by joining their gang and do what they demand of her. So Cody invites Anna to a secluded room and offers her a drink. She proposes that for Anna to join their gang, she must fight the black girl who had previously tried to intimidate her, while the group records it. Reluctantly, Anna agrees, as she heads over to the girl and hits her, and this leads to another intense fight. The commotion escalates until guards intervene to restore order. As punishment, Anna was stripped naked and placed in solitary confinement, a small dark room, for 47 hours. When her punishment ends, Anna is summoned to Warden Frank's office. Frank expresses satisfaction at seeing her, reminding her of his power and surveillance over her every move. He warns that if she does not do his biddings, it could lead to longer, harsher punishments. Frank eventually pressures her into compliance. And as Anna becomes overwhelmed by fear, Frank takes advantage of her to pleasure himself. In the end, Anna feels disgusted as she attempts to wash away the shame by taking a bath and throwing up. The next day, Anna joins Cody's gang in a small room where one member tattoos her arm as a mark of initiation. Once the others leave, Cody coerces Anna to have an intimate moment with her. Cody promises to protect Anna as a member of her group. However, one of the gang members almost catches them at the moment, but Cody quickly dismisses the girl, and shortly afterwards, a guard arrives to escort Anna back to her cell. The next morning, Anna receives a visit from her mother. However, instead of receiving some encouragement from her mom, she shouts at Anna. Her mother accuses Anna of intentionally killing her stepfather, and Anna's attempts to explain fall on deaf ears. Frustrated and angry, her mother hits her. Even after a guard intervenes to calm the situation, her anger only intensifies as she tells her that she wishes for Anna to stay in prison for life. After the encounter, Anna meets up with Cody and her gang. However, the black girl from earlier comes after Anna with a knife. Discovering this, a fight broke out once more, and it escalated into brawling as the girls tussled and others joined the chaos. Soon, the guards intervene to break up the fight, but Anna is sent to Frank's office again. Frank, who had observed the incident on surveillance cameras, accuses Anna of instigating the fight. He then manipulates her into using a drug-filled tube, leaving Anna disoriented. Frank once again takes advantage of her, especially now that she is high. Back in her cell, Anna's behavior shifts drastically. She lashes out at Jeanie and eventually hits her in anger. This prompts a guard to report her to France, who capitalizes on her situation. He reprimanded her for continuously causing trouble, and in desperation, Anna begs Frank to send her home rather than abusing her further. But instead, Frank threatens to transfer her to a far worse facility if she does not do as he wishes. Accepting her fate, Anna returns to her cell. As she starts becoming dependent on the drugs she had taken earlier, Anna visits Cody and asks for more. But then Cody declines and an argument breaks out, and ultimately Cody forces her to leave. Feeling lost, Anna attempts to reconnect with Jeanie, but Jeanie distances herself. Desperate to escape her miserable state, Anna offers money to two girls who were addicted so that she could get the drugs herself. They were initially reluctant, but in the end they eventually allow her, and Anna continues to use the drugs to numb her pain. In the meantime, Cody discovers Anna's drug use and confronts her in her cell. As she expresses her concern, but Anna wasn't having any of it, as she tells Cody that she is now independent of her. This once again leads to an argument, and in anger, Anna spits at Cody, who eventually expels her from the gang. Now without Cody's protection, Anna becomes an easy target. A black girl and her group soon ambush her in the bathroom, beating her severely and leaving her alone to cry.
Treatment once more in the infirmary. Anna falls deeper into addiction, repeatedly using drugs with the other inmates. Her dependence worsens, and she starts to hallucinate. She started seeing distorted faces around her, and in the end, she tattooed the word dead into her arm. Eventually, Anna becomes sick as she vomits in her cell. Jeanie then suggests that she seek help from a drug counselor, but Anna mockingly dismisses the idea. And this once more offends Jeanie. As the days pass and her addiction worsens, Anna confronts the girl who had attacked her in the bathroom. The fight quickly goes out of control, and even the guards were injured as well. Special forces eventually intervene and subdue the chaos, and once more, Anna is placed in solitary confinement. When she was released, Cody visited Anna and ridiculed Jeanie in her presence. Seeing this, Anna confronts Cody, firmly stating that they are neither friends nor enemies, and tells her to leave her alone. The night after Cody leaves, Jeanie stays with Anna, comforting her, and they once again have fun together. The following day, Jeanie tries to dissuade Anna from using drugs, but Anna refuses to listen and goes on to join the girls. Just as Anna is about to use the drug, Cody arrives and pleads with her to stop. This only agitates Anna, who yells in frustration, causing a commotion. The argument once again escalates, and special forces are called to intervene. When Frank arrives, he tries to defuse the situation as Anna starts to threaten to harm herself with the broken bottle. She refuses to release it, and while a guard tries to take it from her, Frank gets scratched on the face. Soon overpowered, Anna is subdued and sent to solitary confinement. Once again, stripped of her clothing, this time she spent an extended period in the darkness, and she soon became disillusioned. Anna eventually breaks her food tray in a moment of desperation and cuts herself with the pieces. A guard soon finds her bleeding out and calls for medical assistance. When Anna wakes up, she finds herself in the care of Dr. Hahn, one of the doctors in the psych ward. She tells Anna that she was there to help her, and Anna confides in her. Anna tells her that she didn't intend to take her life, but that she simply longs to escape the isolation and pain she feels. Afterward, she is sent to the general ward, where the nurse makes efforts to comfort her. Once feeling better, Anna requests a conversation with her mother. To her surprise, her mother apologized for her previous actions and promises to help Anna reclaim her college scholarship. Anna eventually finds out that her mother losing the house has made her realize her mistakes in the past. While Anna was beginning to find slivers of hope, Frank calls her back to his office again. He insists she is well enough to return to her cell and ends up dismissing her concerns. Back in the cell, Anna felt a need to change her ways, and she removed the gang tattoo from her arm. Jeanie, noticing Anna's distress, expresses her support for her during lunch. Cody and her gang mock Anna and laugh at her loneliness. That night, a guard escorts Anna to a small room where Frank is waiting with her cello. He offers Anna the chance to play in a talent show hosted by the prison authorities. Though initially reluctant, Anna eventually agrees. As Anna plays the cello, she experiences a brief moment of comfort as she becomes engrossed in the sounds. However, the next day, things take a sinister turn once again, and Anna receives a note reading, "You are dead." Before Anna can make sense of it, Cody and her gang ambush her, and they express their fury over the removal of the tattoo. Cody then cuts Anna's face with a blade and orders the gang to beat her up. Anna is taken to the infirmary for treatment, where Frank pays her a visit. While promising to punish Cody, the nurse soon realized that Frank's touches were becoming inappropriate, but she kept her cool. After Frank leaves, the nurse tells Anna that she would help to report Frank's misconduct. However, Frank, spying on their conversation through the surveillance cameras, orders an inmate to take out the nurse. When Anna was told about this, she was devastated and breaks down in tears. She was once again summoned to Frank's office, where she tells her that Cody was responsible for the nurse's death. Frank then warns Anna, and he emphasizes the kind of danger she faces with Cody, and also reminds her of the talent show. On the day of the parole hearing, Anna plays her cello beautifully and eventually receives applause from the audience. Afterward, Frank informs her that as a show of appreciation, he has scheduled a parole hearing for her next month. While Anna is surprised, Frank uses the promise of freedom to demand that she really gives herself to him and ends up having his way with her on the stage. Back in her cell, Anna tells Jeanie about the parole hearing. Jeanie, however, warns her to be cautious and not to trust Frank, claiming he is fond of dashing people's hope. In the end, determined to keep him to his word, Anna approaches Cody for assistance in taking Frank down. Cody agrees and gives her a camera to secretly record Frank's misconduct. On the day of the parole hearing, Anna reminds Frank of their deal. Frank demands one last favor from Anna, unaware that she is recording the entire moment. Afterward, Anna is summoned to an office, where she meets authorities who question her behavior and readiness for parole. When Anna tells them that she is fully rehabilitated and that she is ready for parole, Frank disagrees. Anna, who has expected this behavior, presents the video evidence exposing Frank's heinous acts. Shocked by the revelation, the authorities take swift action. Frank is arrested, and after being taken away, Anna is eventually granted her parole. The officials apologize for her ordeal and ensure her release. Before leaving, Anna says goodbye to Jeanie, exchanging a final heartfelt farewell. As Anna exits the building, she passes Cody and also thanks her for the help. She is then escorted by the guard outside. There, Anna reunites with her mother, who greets her with open arms. In the closing scene, Anna is shown performing on her cello. The large audience watches in awe as her music fills the room. Among them, her mother sits, listening, as she is moved to tears, witnessing her daughter's resilience and triumph over darkness. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more movie recaps. Thanks for watching.